What's going on, everyone? CE420 here. I am conducting an experiment with my Chill Out OGs, and I kind of want to talk about it with you guys today. It's something that I don't see a lot of people do, and maybe it could make my plants stankier, dankier, and make me even higher. So let's talk about it. So if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I normally will either feed my plants all the way through, give them a flush, or just kind of harvest them when I feel like it's ready. Normally, I don't calculate anything to change before I harvest. Like I said, sometimes I'll flush, but that's the furthest I've ever gone. Now, personally, with the Chill Out OGs on the flush side, I have been feeding them plain water for about 5 days, and this Wednesday is the first day of week 8, which is when I plan on chopping them down because, ooh, they are looking so fine. And if you want to see more of my garden and you're frustrated and you're like, cannabis, why don't you show more cannabis on your cannabis channel? Well, you can go down in the link in the description below, follow my X/Twitter account. You can join my Discord if you follow my live streams and get that invite link, and you can also see my Instagram, my Blue Sky, things like that. I post my plants a ton, almost exclusively. So if you want to see my plants more, go down in the link in the description below. You won't regret it. And then, hey, you won't have to hear my annoying voice every single time you want to see my garden. What am I doing that's different for this grow, and why exactly am I doing it? Why do I believe that this is going to cause my plants to be better than ever before? Or why do I believe there's a possibility at the very least? Change I'm making to my garden, the thing I am experimenting with right now. I have my Chill Out OGs right in front of me. I am almost completely distracted by them because they are looking ooh so beautiful. They are under a 48-hour continuous light cycle, 100% light. And something I also did was I dimmed my light, but we'll talk about that later. Now, the reason I want to go into a 48-hour light cycle is because I see a lot of cannabis content creators or cannabis growers in general. Not going to name any names. I don't want to out anybody. I don't want to put any names out there for people to harass for growing wrong, because I don't believe they're doing anything wrong. But they will go and they will do a 48-hour or longer, some shorter cycle of darkness to achieve the same thing that I'm trying to do. So what are they trying to achieve? Why do they turn their lights off? Why do I have my lights on to achieve the same thing? Well, when you have your lights off, people believe that your plants are going to produce more cannabinoids by being deprived of light. They're going to produce more trichomes. They're going to put more terpenes and cannabinoids inside the trichomes they already have while the lights are turned off. Well, scientifically speaking, that's not exactly what's going on, and my theory as to why this works, why exactly the plants seem more dankalicious when you turn the lights off, is simply because the temperature is lower, the plants are still technically growing, they're giving off their female hormones, they are sending signals to the plant that this is now the time where they're not going to be evaporating so many of those terpenes, they're going to be able to conserve those. I actually consider it part of the drying period. I'm going to let my plants dry back until tomorrow. I'm going to cut them down. I want them to be as dry as they possibly can. I gave 2 of them their final watering yesterday, so we'll see how that plays out. My theory as to why that happens is it's not that it's producing more, simply put, it is conserving more because the temperature is lower during the night, and also the light's not beating down on them, and well, it would pretty much be causing the temperature to go up, vaporizing those terpenes, making your grow room smell super danky because those terpenes are going everywhere. For me, a long time ago, I listened to a podcast that was done by Mr.Growit, a specific podcast episode where there was a scientist on there who actually teaches cannabis cultivation in university. You should go check out the episode. Just go watch Garden Talk with Mr.Growit. It's a fantastic show, and maybe you will find it organically. So basically what this guy was talking about, he was mentioning that cannabis plants actually produce more terpenes and more cannabinoids while the light is turned on, and they are performing photosynthesis. Now, photosynthesis is the period of which they grow their vegetation, of which they create terpenes and cannabinoids in the flower cycle, completely boost their flower production when it comes to swelling those nugs. But personally, right now, where we're at, final days, right before harvest, all we're focused on is terpenes and cannabinoids. And what I think is going to happen, my theory as to what is going to happen, is we are going to see an increase in amber trichomes dramatically within the next 2 days. We are going to have a lot of those clearer trichomes start to turn cloudy or milky, and we are going to have the milky trichomes just fill up to their full potential. Now, the ratio I'm seeing right now is about 95% of the trichomes are a milky color. About 0.5% are an amber color, and the remainder are that clear color. There's not very many clear trichomes. A lot of them are filling with the necessary chemicals. Now, this is fantastic. It shows that the genetics are quality. The Chill Out OG F3s, bred by Mr.Growit. I'll put his channel in the description below if you want any updates on his F4s coming out, or you simply want to see this genetic grow from another grower, compare, contrast, what have you. But this is my theory. I believe that because the scientists cited that during photosynthesis they actually create more than they will perspirate, meaning they will be under the light doing photosynthesis, creating more terpenes, trichomes, and cannabinoids than they would with the lights off. But rather than conserving the cannabinoids and terpenes, what they are actually doing is creating more, because on the plant it wants to grow, and it grows in the light cycle. And since 2 days is not long enough to put your plant into a re-veg cycle, even if it experiences some light stress from having light on it too long, it will still be performing photosynthesis. And I've cut off a lot of those damaged leaves so that they aren't going to cause more damage, and all of the healthy ones are going to have their time to shine. I did a strong pruning right before doing this process, and I think what that's going to do is it's going to take a lot of the energy from the leaves that have not been damaged yet, and rather than putting them into an attempted reconstruction, they will be primarily focused on that bud growth, that terpene production, that trichome production, and primary photosynthesis. So let me know in the comments down below, have you ever done this? What were your results? How did it compare to your past harvests? And would you recommend it to a friend? Let me know down below. If this is your first video ever and you enjoyed it, hey, dude, hit the like button. If you've seen a million of my videos and you like this video, hit the like button. But if it's your first ever, you enjoy this content, you're going to enjoy more content down the road, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Our goal right now, I haven't said it on the channel, but our goal is at 10,000 by the end of the year, and only you guys can make that happen. So I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, follow my other social media and all that good stuff. But hey, I will see you guys next time. Have a fantastic day.